What's going on, guys? It's I the Rainbow Dash. I'm bringing you some pod gameplay, new map pod, from the new map pack. New, what you know. I know I'm a little bit late. This was actually played probably first day, maybe second day that the maps came out. I've been busy lately. I got a new job, and I had to fill out a bunch of paperwork, go through interviews, stuff like that. So I've been a little bit busy lately, haven't been able to put out too much content. So I apologize, but here we go. Here's your new video for the day. I'm going to give you guys some quick tips on pod, and then later I'm also going to give you a couple tips about how to play with me and stuff like that. But let's get started with your tips for pod itself, because that's probably why you're here. First thing to note about pod is that it, of course, like many other maps, has 3 lanes to it. It's got your right, left, and mid. And similar to how Frost works, you have to choose a side path to get on your home flag, and then you can choose a cutoff. That guy was camping in a corner. I saw his gun. Oh my gosh. But you have to choose one of the side paths to get your home flag, and then there's a cutoff to get to B, which I don't mind, as long as the cutoffs are really short. You don't have to stay on this side path for too long. I don't really have an issue with that. And it kind of helps from having your middle flag be way too cluttered and stuff like that. And if you played pod already, you can kind of notice that B isn't horribly cluttered. It's got two head glitches, or two windows, if you will, for one side, and it's on each side. And there's also a couple head glitches per side. So it's not really a huge issue. There's also a cutoff leading to B from both sides. Like this one that was right to my right there goes to the right side cutoff. And you've got this B doorway that's to my left that I think I probably run through. Oh, that guy just ran through. That's for your C side cutoff. So there you go. There's your short routes, the quick and easy way to put it. I personally don't use this one very often, especially coming from B, because you can get just surprise motherfucker, like straight from your right there, because you don't have the angle on them. It's very, very scary right there. I'm definitely very wary of it. Same thing kind of happens, like there's definitely a dominant side to the side routes. Basically, if you're coming from this C side, go left. I got stuck in that doorway right there. I'm an idiot. If you spawn on C, go right, actually. You're going to what I consider jungle. And then if you spawn A side, your strong side is this one right here. Your right side. I think I call it, I don't really have a name for it. I think I would call it something like cliff side or something like that, because you can fall off the side of it. And another quick thing to note is there's a Jeep on B. So depending on what side you're coming from, if you're coming from A side, I would suggest having C4 and blowing that shit up if you suspect that somebody's on B. And if you're coming from C side and that truck is blown up, you can catch an easier break by just throwing a frag and stuff like that. You don't even have to blow up the Jeep to get kills, because that grenade will bounce off the Jeep and roll towards B more. And of course it's downhill, so that's also helpful, so it's going to roll down the hill towards B. So basically, attacking B from C, I think, is way easier. But it's pretty even on both sides. Almost picked up a triple, but I missed way too many shots. And this tree right to my right there, I think you can use it to jump and check and see if somebody's on a head glitch on the C side. That's not too useful, because not too many people camp over there, especially if you're playing Domination. Maybe in TDM it's a little bit different. But like I said, it's not really a huge issue in terms of Domination. You're really going to see just a lot of people in jungle side maybe just running through, or you're going to see them just going straight through that middle route for B. The amount of times I've seen anybody on this right side right here is just nominal. Anybody that puts a target finder on an MP7, I hate you so much. Because picking this thing up is the most painful thing in the world when I ran out of ammo. Because the target finder just, it's for a long range. And for any distance where it actually would help, the MP7 has too much recoil to really work with it. So there we go. That's one round of Dom. I got to quickly explain a lot of the ins and outs of pod, how to handle it. Also quickly saying, I think it's more of an AR map. I'd go with ARs before I'd go with an SMG. That's just me. LMG works on every map, so whatever. That works well as well. But back to the second thing that I wanted to talk about is, and this has kind of been bugging me a lot lately, mainly because it's starting to become more of an issue since I'm growing as a channel a little bit, and my friends list is just teetering from being full. You know, it's at 97, 98. I think actually now it's at 100. And of course, once you hit 100, you can't receive friend requests. Actually, I have no clue about receiving friend requests, but the 100 friends is the most you can have. So, that's a thing. I have no issue playing with any of you guys. I love playing with subscribers and stuff like that. You know, and if you guys ever have questions and stuff like that, I have no problem with conversing with any of you. If anybody ever has a question and they post it on my video, I have no issue with, like, responding as soon as I possibly can see it, because, you know, YouTube's inboxing comment thing doesn't always work the best. It's very delayed if you ask me. But I usually will try to respond to it within a timely manner. But back to playing, this also kind of means that I think I have about 20 different subscribers on my friends list, and that means sometimes I kind of have to remove somebody that may be a subscriber from my friends list when I meet somebody that I actually know, and you know, want to add them. So no hard feelings on you guys. Trust me, like, I've got nothing against you guys. And my suggestion is to, if you still would like to play with me, even if you are on my friends list, the thing to do is to send me an invite. One invite. Do not send me like 20. That'll piss me off and I'll probably block you. I hate it when people send me an influx of invites, because it just reminds me of if you go into a pub and piss somebody off by doing too good or something like that, they'll just send you 20 invites just to annoy you. You know, so that's kind of what that's like. Don't spam me with invites. If I accept that one invite, then you're set. You're good to go. If I send you an invite after you send me that invite, then you're also good to join. One thing that I don't like doing is to set my party to private, because sometimes one of us will have a connection issue, will lag out of the party. And I'm talking about parties or even games themselves, but we'll sometimes lag out of parties or games, and if it's set to invite only, then we have to send an invite to each other to get us back in. And if we're in the middle of a game, then that's a little bit obnoxious. So we don't like setting our stuff to invite only, so this is just kind of an etiquette thing I'm trying to get to you guys. Like I said, send me an invite. If I send you one back, feel free to join, but don't just jump in my party or jump in my lobby or anything like that without any sort of invite. If you send me an invite yourself, though, and we're looking for somebody to play with, I will more than likely send you an invite back. You know, I've got no issue playing with you guys. It's just very impolite if you don't have an invite or anything like that to just join a party. And the reason for that is, if I'm already grouped up with one of my friends, I might be talking about something that's going on in my personal life or their personal life, and it's not something that everybody needs to hear. It's just a privacy issue. Anyway, that was me going 50-5 on pod, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys or talk to you guys later. See ya.